LSU offensive rebound in the first half had to be frustrating. If you could comment on that and what you did to turn it around in the second half.
I just thought that, LSU, it seemed like made the decision to play us zone. And I thought we just kind of weren't crisp. We needed to rebound the ball better than we did in the first half. But, I thought we did a great job taking care of the basketball with just 10 turnovers. Justin Smith was phenomenal tonight. I mean, he defended at a high level, rebounded at a high level. But at halftime, we had like 120 passes, which is maybe more than we've had all year, but we weren't attacking gaps and we weren't being aggressive. So that was, the main message at halftime was be strong, stop missing layups, go off 2 feet, draw contact, draw free throws attempted. And then, we've said it since the Alabama game, you can't beat LSU if you don't out rebound them. And so I thought our rebounding in the second half was absolutely great. I thought we did a great job of defending without fouling, which is a really, really key when you have to go guard a guy like Cam Thomas. I mean, he's a high volume free throw attempt player. And I thought we did a really good job limiting him to 4 FTAs.
And I had one more. J.D. Notae's defense, he picked smart and got a layup in the second half, and then he tipped another ball and got fouled. Just what kind of a lift was that tonight?
Well, I thought J.D., he hit some big shots for us when we needed it, but you're exactly right, Murph. It was really about J.D.'s defense and how much he's progressed. He had active hands. He got a strip off a dribble, and then he also got his hands on a pass and deflected it off, the guy that was making the pass, Javonte Smart. So I thought he was really aggressive defensively, and quite frankly, that's been an area that we've wanted him to improve on. So I thought defensively on the ball tonight, he was really, really good.
Bob.
Okay. Hey, Eric. You guys finished February. You didn't lose a game. You went a whole month without a loss. What do you think about that? And just how well are you guys playing right now? And of late.
Yeah, I mean, we're playing really well. Like I mentioned, when I just told the team, and when we have an emotional game like we did against Alabama, there's a concern, for your next game. And same thing going forward now. We had a huge week, won 2 really, really big games. And now it's a matter of, how do we turn the page and get ready for South Carolina as quick as possible.
But have you guys almost forgotten how to lose? Because it's been a month,
I mean, right. I thought, the second half, and we just played, we played bad. First half, LSU played great. We were kind of stuck in mud. I thought our crowd helped us again. I thought our student section was awesome. When we went on a run, that Bud Walton was loud and helped us. But I thought we had a lot of really, really good performances tonight.
You had a pretty good run to get ahead, and then it was 56-53. You guys were ahead. Then you put them away 22-4, I think it was. What was the key to that run in your mind?
I think that just our aggressiveness defensively and our aggressiveness defensive rebounding. Because I thought in the second half defensively we were really, really good. I mean, this is a high scoring team. LSU is. They've got great transition offense. They got a lot of really, really good one-on-one players. And to think that we held them below 40% from the field, really impressive. I was impressed with our defense, and I thought offensively, in that second half, we were just a completely different team.
Yeah, I got a couple more if Mike's able to come back around. Thanks.
Nate Allen.
Yes, Eric, just what do you feel about the job that Note and Devo did as far as replacing Tate with Tate's foul trouble?
Yeah, I think both those guys did a great job. On both sides of the ball, because one of them was playing the point guard when Tate was out, and obviously that's the least amount of minutes that Jalen Tate has played all year. But the rebounding, Note had 6 rebounds. JD did, and Devo had 5. And that's been one of our themes is rebounding at the guard spot against LSU. And those 2 guys folded back and did a really good job of rebounding with physicality, and we called them live ball rebounds. And those guys did a great job, folding back and helping our bigs rebound.
What'd you do to take Darius Day just completely out of the game after the big game?
Yeah, I think, we he didn't take a shot inside 3, and I thought we were pretty physical with him, and we had certain matchups that we wanted to be on him. And I thought Jalen Williams did a really good job on him. I thought he was, we knew that he's a great 3-point shooter, and he also just missed some as well.
Hutch.
Coach, y'all have now beaten Missouri, Alabama, and LSU the second time around. You did that a lot last year, too. What's the key to having success against a team the second time around?
I mean, it gives your staff an opportunity and your players where you can watch film of where your weaknesses are and where the holes are. And, you've got to make adjustments. But I mean, this league is so well prepared and everybody's making adjustments. I think that the last 2 opponents in particular, I think we were embarrassed, with our performance. And I think that we had an extra edge to ourselves. And I think even the Missouri game, I mean, you brought those 3 games up, Hutch, and I thought all 3 of them, those were the 3 games this year that, that we were not happy with our performance.
Curtis.
Hey, Coach, you mentioned that you felt like you were a little bit stuck in mud there in the first half. What was the conversation in the locker room at halftime? And then, what changed in the second half to open things up for you?
I mean, I think some of we started running our man-to-man plays. That was one thing, Curtis, regardless of whether they were in zone or man. We have a play package that's man-to-man offense. We have a play package that's zone offense. And then we have what we call our hybrid half-man, half-zone offense. And so we went to all those sets, and it gave us a little bit more movement. I thought that we were just complacent in the first half. We ran our hot attack, which we were not getting the ball into the middle of the floor enough. We were standing way too much. We weren't basket cutting against the zone. And I think our half-man, half-zone plays in the second half really, really helped us.
And then Moses seemed pretty assertive and aggressive, especially there in the second half. And it's been a couple games now where you've seen a lot of that from him, off the bounce. You feel like he's developing more of maybe a killer instinct as the season goes along?
Yeah, I mean, I think that, the key to basketball, a big key is getting free throws attempted and attacking with force. And Moses is doing that. I mean, his shots weren't falling, but he did a great job of taking people off the bounce and flashing it against their switching man-to-man, and 14 free throws attempted is a lot. And again, he did a great job of finding an open gap and then attacking once he got into the gap.
Scotty.
Hey, Coach, the last 3 games against several of the top teams in the league, Devo's been really efficient when he's been on the floor, and you got some big buckets for you today. Just what did you like about his play in this one?
I mean, really, Scott, he's fearless. I mean, I don't know what he's going to do, but he's going to do something, and it's turned into really good something of late. I mean, he's got great confidence. He doesn't take shots, that are ill-advised. He kind of gets to an open area at all. I thought in the first half he really helped us too. I mean, I thought there were some possessions where we were just kind of, not being aggressive enough, and Devo kind of stepped in and made some big shots. And, we need that out of our guards as well. I think our up front guys have been really, really, for the most part, really aggressive. We need our guards to always be aggressive as well.
And your thoughts on the way he shared the ball too? I think he tied a season high with 6 assists. That had to help you out.
Yeah, Scotty, that was really important for us tonight that JD and, Devo, because again, Jalen Tate, that's the least amount of minutes he's played here. And we needed those 2 guys. They're both combo guards. They both can play the one, but we've played them at, a lot of 2 And I thought both those guys did it. You know, JD's a scorer at heart, but both those guys I thought shared the ball with their teammates, and Devo made some really great passes for us. To answer your question, Scotty, in particular about Devo, I mean, he's now starting to play a little bit of one, and when JD and Devo are out there together, they can kind of share the point guard duties, and the other one can slide to the two based on who's defending them.
Troy.
Yeah, Coach, how big of a difference maker was Jalen Williams on defense? I mean, 4 blocks, 2 steals, and 6 defensive rebounds seemed like a pretty good day for him.
Yeah, I mean, our freshmen continue to grow as players, and their confidence is growing. But he did a great job of really protecting the lane, being a guy that eliminates paint points, and he's physical. You know, I mean, there's not many freshmen in the entire country as physical as Jalen is. He likes physicality. He likes to take charges. He likes to post up and attack the rim. So he's become obviously a vital piece to who we are on both sides of the basketball. But 4 blocks is incredible.
Randy.
Eric, it appeared there was a point of emphasis in the second half to get the ball in the paint to the basket as compared to the first half. First half, there were just 4 baskets inside the lane. Second half, there were 12 baskets inside the paint. Was that a point of emphasis coming out of halftime?
Yeah, I mean, I thought we just settled the first half, much like we did in Baton Rouge. I didn't think that we attacked, the way we should have, Randy, and that was certainly discussed at halftime, and it was discussed to get the ball into the teeth of the zone. And not set. I thought we settled tonight from a 3-point standpoint a little bit more than we have of late. Having said that, I mean, the zone's going to give you some 3-point shots, and we got to be ready to knock them down. I thought when we passed the ball around on the perimeter of the first half, we weren't shot ready. I thought we were just high school Harry passing the ball around with our knees locked. We weren't ready to lock and load and let that thing fly. And you can't be high school Harry and just pass the ball above your head. I mean, shoot, I could go out there and do that, what we were doing in the first half, just stand around, pass the ball and don't move and catch it and pass the ball over there. I mean, you got to get triple threat. You got to be shot ready.
Has Justin established himself more or less as the enforcer inside? He had his second consecutive game of double-doubles. It's almost if he is controlling the paint by himself.
The play of Justin Smith of late, he's playing like an NBA player. He's taking on the defensive assignment every single night, and we're asking him to contain a physical player on the other team. He's a great ball mover. His confidence, it's interesting, this being, his senior year, that I think you can see even towards the tail end of his senior year how he's improving offensively. And he's being more aggressive offensively. So, it's a great lesson for all players. He's got 2 regular season games left in his college career, and he's continuing to get better from an offensive standpoint. I mean, he's, in my mind, from a versatility standpoint defensively, I think he's in the top 3 in the country, versatility-wise, guarding 4s, 5s, and 3s. I think he's an NBA defender. I don't think there's any question in my mind.
Bob, follow-up question, please.
Eric, you had really good balance. You had 4 guys in double figures, and Jalen Williams was almost there and obviously had a really good game. Just what do you think about the balance today?
I mean, I think that's the beauty of our team is they all trust one another. They're all willing to share the ball with one another. I mean, you can see the chemistry. I mean, it's a group that we've continued to evolve. Tonight we got better. We played better against, we just keep getting better right now in a lot of different areas. Our defense continues to improve. I mentioned Justin continuing to improve offensively. Devo keeps being more aggressive. JD's decision-making has been much improved. JD's defense tonight was his best defensive game since we've been around it. So we have a lot of guys that are getting better because they're coming into practice and they're trying to get better.
And then you obviously had that road trip from hell losing at Alabama and LSU. Did you like the fact that you got those teams back-to-back at home after the tough back-to-back road games? Did you like the way that the schedule lined up that way for you guys?
Yeah, I liked it. I think we had an edge to ourselves, I think we had a group of guys and a coaching staff that was PO'd. Like, we didn't like how we played. And we recognized, we admitted that we got our butts kicked, and we came back and we got another opportunity to play them. And even if we would have lost tonight or lost, our disposition was much, much different in the second go around with both those teams we played this week and Missouri. We had a completely disposition from a toughness standpoint.
I just got one more. Obviously, you were going to celebrate the seniors afterwards, but it wouldn't have been much fun if you'd lost. How grateful or happy are you that you were able to celebrate those guys in a good atmosphere after a big win?
I think it's awesome, for those guys. I knew I couldn't I was too emotional. I didn't want, like, some of these guys, all of them, but I love coaching this group. I'm hard on them every day in practice. Sometimes, you want to just wrap your arm around them, give them a kiss and a hug. And that's not really my nature during practice. But they're an incredible group of young men to be around on a daily basis. So I think it's awesome that they got to go out with the win. And I also like the fact that we still have another home game. And sometimes you worry about senior day being a little bit of a distraction with family and friends in. And I think it's awesome that we won the game and we still get another home game coming up where we can just focus only on that game.